Hey everyone, welcome back. In this episode of my prog rock show, we're going to take a road trip to a record store called Music City in Vestal, New York. Let's get rolling. Okay, we're outside of Music City, so let's go in and check this place out. Hi everybody, this is Benny. He owns Music City. Benny, it's nice to
my pleasure
to meet you. I just want to ask you a few questions. How long have you been doing this for?
Been doing this for 42 years. We opened November 3rd, 1981 up in Binghamton, New York. We had a store in downtown Binghamton, a very small store. The store was about, I think, 1,100 square feet for the whole store. So a very tiny place we started in.
And Benny, you're a musician yourself, correct?
Yes, I am. I'm a bass player by trade. I do bass guitar, I play guitar, ukulele, upright bass, and I dabble with the piano a little bit. I'm not very good at the piano, but I dabble with that too.
And you give lessons here?
We do give lessons. We have a staff of teachers. We do guitar lessons, bass lessons, ukulele, drums, banjo, and piano lessons.
Nice. And you play with some local bands, correct?
Yes, I do. I play with a band based out of Oswego, New York, up on Lake Ontario called Frostbit Blue. I've been with them for a little over 22, 23 years now. And I play locally with bands in town. I play with the B3 band. I play with the Robbie Jam at the Tap House every Tuesday night, which is a really cool thing. It's a kind of like an open mic thing. I'm part of the house band there. People come in and either sit in with the band or a few people will get together and do some playing. And we do that every Tuesday night. We've been doing it a little over 2 years. I love that. I play with the Gravelding Brothers band, where we get to do a lot of Allman Brothers and Grateful Dead and Lynyrd Skynyrd and things like that. Play with Nick G and the Neons, where we are doing some rock and roll and some stuff Nick has been writing and some things I've been writing, and we've been recording an album at Nuclear Studios with Jeff Stahara up in Windsor, New York.
Wow. So, I mean, you're living like the rock and roll life, so it sounds like you're just living the dream.
Well, I don't know if it's a dream, but I'm enjoying life. I enjoy music. I enjoy being around people, being around people that like music. We always have something in common that way, and I've enjoyed it, yes.
And as you know, I'm a prog rock YouTuber.
Yeah.
So what's some prog rock that you listen to or you're into?
Well, my main prog rock band has always been Yes. I've been a Yes fan since I was a teenager. And I got so obsessed with that band. There was a time in my life when I wouldn't even listen to anything else. So I lost out on a lot of good music by just narrowing in on Yes all the time.
So Benny, where'd you get this poster from, Chris Squire?
This poster I got from a friend of mine named Terry Burke. He used to own a music store in Endicott, New York, called the Music Workshop. And he had this poster hanging in his store of Chris Squire, and it was an advertisement for Sun amplifiers. And I guess he was a Sun amplifier dealer at the time, so he had it hanging on the wall. And I asked him if he wouldn't mind, if when he was done with it, if I could have it. He goes, "You can have it now." And so I took it and I saved it. And that was, I probably got that in 1974 or 1975, and I had saved it. Well, fast forward to 1993, Yes was in town at the Broome County Arena in Binghamton. They were starting off their world tour for the Talk album, and the first stop actually was in Binghamton. And I got invited through a radio station, WKGB. They were doing a live broadcast from the Yes sound check at the Broome County Arena in the afternoon before the show. And they invited me to go along since I was an advertiser with the station, and they knew I was a big Yes fan. They invited me to come to the sound check, which I did, and I brought this picture with me, and I got to talk to Chris Squire, and I asked him if he would sign it for me, and he did. So I got it framed, and it's one of my prized possessions, if not the most prized possession I have. But I got into other bands such as Emerson, Lake and Palmer. They were a huge, and thank you, by the way, for this, the album cover that was considered. And what album was that considered for?
For Tarkus.
Tarkus, yes.
And that's signed
fantastic.
By William Neal, the artist.
Yes, and thank you very much for this.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, and so Emerson, Lake and Palmer was one. Yes, definitely was the main one for me. There were some offshoots, such as bands like Flash, which came off of Yes, which I really enjoyed.
Peter Banks, the original.
Peter Banks, yeah. Genesis, yeah, the Genesis band. Tucky Buzzard was another one. There's so many other good prog rock bands out there too. I mean, King Crimson was one. I actually got to see King Crimson with Bill Bruford playing drums with King Crimson, and that was really nice. I was down in, I think in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Yeah, and then like some of the new rock bands, there's a lot of prog rock bands out there now. Dream Theater being one, Humphreys McGee being another, and it just goes and goes and keeps growing.
Yeah, it's never down and out. They say prog stop, but it always comes back, and I think more and more people are getting into it, which is very exciting.
Yes, it is. It's a very exciting genre of music, and then there's some that get left behind, but not forgotten, such as Gentle Giant. Mm-hmm. What an awesome band, a great band. I did see a U2 concert of them And I don't remember what theater it was in, but I watched it on YouTube, and the band was just amazing. I think it was late 70s, early 80s they were playing, and it was in some theater, and I really enjoyed that show.
Yeah, they're fantastic
Yeah.
musicians, and just not known enough. But I mean, within the Prog circles, we certainly respect Gentle Giant.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you, Benny, and thanks for having me take a look around. This is a wonderful store, and I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for choosing us, and you're always welcome here.
I hope you enjoyed this episode, and thank you for watching. I'll leave information about Music City in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.